We want to understand why mindset is so important to scale a business. It's Kris from KVM Design. Today I want to talk to you about mindset. Mindset affects the speed at which you're going to be able to grow, because mindset blocks are constantly going to prevent you from either making decisions or acting based on what you know you should be doing to move your business forward. Mindset blocks stem from our fears, so it's very important to first assess or identify what is currently holding you back and work through those fears to take action. Working on your mindset is going to be a recurring part of your growth because mindset blocks will evolve. So you're gonna work through some mindset blocks, and as you grow your business, you're gonna get new mindset blocks. That's because growth happens outside of your comfort zone, and doing things that are uncomfortable is scary. In the Elevate Your Business Mastermind mentoring program that I just released with Miriam, a finance and strategy mentor, mindset plays a key role. Mindset's worksheet will help you evaluate your top 3 business fears, how they keep you stuck, and what you feel you need to do to break through them. Let's take some of the most common mindset blocks that entrepreneurs have in the early years of their businesses. For example, there's the I cannot keep doing everything alone, but I'm scared to delegate because nobody knows my business better than me. This one is one that I had for a long time, but it's possible to actually, so you identify that you need to delegate, but it doesn't mean that you take action on delegating. The fact that you do not delegate keeps you overworked and overwhelmed, and because of it, you do not spend enough time with your family, you do not spend enough time working on your business rather than in it, and you may make mistakes because you're too tired, or you're just simply not able to reach your deadlines. More than that, you're not able to scale because you can't take on any more work. You do not have any more of your time to sell. You can't take time off without having to stop everything. You have to work nights and weekends. So to go from freelancer to a business owner who's going to be able to scale the business as a sustainable, profitable, and successful business, you know delegating is not an option. You assess that this fear keeps you stuck because by fearing that nobody knows your business better than you and nobody can do what you can do, they keep you stuck because you're not delegating, you're not growing your business, you're overworking, you're overwhelmed, and it's not going to be sustainable in the long run. Understanding what you need to do to break through those fears, to me, is better done if you can write step by step what you should be doing to just work through that fear and just take action. So for example, for this specific mindset block, you may decide that first you have to be clear on what it is that you want to delegate, what position you're hiring for, whether it's with a freelancer or a full-time employee. You have to be clear about what your zone of genius is, what is going to be automated, eliminated, and then delegated. So for this particular task, who do you need to hire? Be clear on your expectations and the deliverables. And those tasks that you decide to delegate can be because you don't know how to do them at all, or you can do them but not really well. You may assess that they're too time consuming, or that you just don't like doing them. Then you need to understand that it's not because you're a business owner that your zone of genius is everything that is happening within your business. You need to be clear on the fact that you're going to be great at what sits inside your zone of genius, but then everything else can probably be done by someone who is going to be an expert at doing this task, and it's going to be done faster, better, and cheaper. So remember that you're a business owner, your hourly rate is pretty high. So I'm sure that a lot of the tasks you think, nobody can do better than you, they can probably be delegated for a much lower price and done much better. Then have clear systems and processes. Maybe the next step is getting your systems and processes in place so that you have a clear onboarding process. You have a proper training that can be shown over and over again for the same position. If you can automate part of the training, it prevents you from spending countless hours training someone, like customized training. So what I do, for example, in my business is that I have training videos, training PDFs. I have PDFs about the company, about what we expect from the designer or the project manager, depending on what I'm hiring for. And then they have to review all the documents and the training videos before we have a meeting. And they tell me, if they have any questions and what we need to go through before the actual trial period. Then you know that based on now you have your systems and processes, you're pretty organized, then you're gonna try to find someone and you're gonna interview a certain number of people. And for the ones who you think are a good fit, maybe it's only one person, maybe it's two, maybe it's three, you can send them the training documents and then do a trial to see if they understand what is expected of them. I would just note that for people who are not used to delegating, you need to understand that it's going to be a learning curve for you, but also for that person, because that person doesn't know anything about your business, and you need to give him or her a few months or a few weeks or at least a few days to understand what your expectations are, what the deliverables are, and the way that you like to work. So don't feel discouraged if that person is making a few mistakes at the beginning. It's normal. Most importantly, don't feel discouraged if you don't find the right person straight away. It's actually very difficult to find someone who you can communicate with very easily, who can do a good job, and who's available and flexible depending on what you're looking for. Most importantly, the last step is that you need to sit down, act as a business owner, change your mindset to become a business owner, and assess what you were able to do while that person was doing something that you were doing yourself, how much time and money you saved. When I started my business, it was very difficult to delegate because I was not patient with training. If the person didn't get what I was expecting straight away, then I would just fix the mistakes myself. I would not try to teach them, and as a result, I would just fire them and then keep doing the task myself, which made me lose a lot of time, a lot of money, and I was still doing everything and feeling frustrated. When I started to create training videos, be a little bit more patient about training someone who I thought had a lot of potential, who I could work with very easily, then everything changed. The other thing that also changed is another common mindset block that I had was around money, because I was seeing hiring someone as spending money instead of investing money. Once I saw that financially it made sense for me to delegate, so to invest in people, and I started having like proper systems and processes, training, onboarding and training videos and PDFs, and I didn't have to spend as much time to train someone, then everything changed. I started getting big results. I was able to work on my business a lot more instead of in the business. I felt less and less overworked. I actually started making more money while working less and less. And that's the result that you're going to get as well. But you just need to be consistent. You know, if you know something is a mindset block, you know that you need to be doing something, but it's just not happening because something is getting in the way. You need to assess what is the block, why you're getting stuck, and what you can do to work through that mindset block. Mindset is a very important part of growing a business. We often think only about more technical areas of the business. But mindset is something that you're going to have to work through at every stage of the growth process. And you should give yourself some time to think about all of this regularly. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know and I'll answer as soon as possible.